with another Ace Attorney video. You know, I heard someone say something, I forget who. Say something about a millennial pause. Like they'll pause at the beginning of the video before doing anything. Maybe I do that, those 2 seconds at the beginning. I have to do that out of necessity. Because I tried to start it right away as soon as it did, but it would cut me off. So I have to let it go for at least 2 seconds. So I can be sure that it's recording audio too. That's why I wait. It's not because I don't know how to start a video. Could I edit that out? No. It wouldn't make sense to. Well, anyway. Oh, fuck. Oh. Because the editing software on this PlayStation 5 isn't the greatest. It works for what it's worth. It works. But I don't know. It's just kind of clunky. Order! Order, I say! Order in the court! Was this knife really planted by the killer? Why would the murderer do such a thing? Deframe Matt! It's deframe my client, man. I'm doing, of course. Deframe? Aren't you forcing the interpretation just a little too hard on this one? But we just established that the witness saw the nickel samurai in costume. And if that were true, then there shouldn't be a single fingerprint on the knife. Good. Witness? Looks like I made your life a tiny bit more difficult, huh, Edgy Poo? Witness, did you or did you not really see the nickel samurai? Well, I guess at first I might have forgotten, but... Are you saying you mixed up Mr. Angar with the nickel samurai and his character on TV? But I mean, I can't really do anything about that now! Look, I was waiting around in front of the doors because, well, I wasn't waiting around for the nickel samurai, that's for sure. She wasn't waiting for the nickel samurai? Alright then, who were you waiting around for then? That's top secret then and one outside of security. I have a feeling that you were waiting for Mr. Juan Carita, am I correct, witness? The way you think, you are a sane amateur with a terrible case of nearsightedness. Amateur? Me? What am I an amateur of? Oh. Lot of heart. I think. I don't remember. Oi, guy. Gosh, I don't know what I was doing there. My brain just fucking sharded. So Old Bag was waiting around in front of the victim's room. But it doesn't sound like she was waiting to catch a glimpse of Mr. Corrida. Maybe... Phoenix, maybe the Old Bag... Damn, Mia, that's mean. Was waiting around for that person. It's who I think Mia's hinting at. Certainly possible. Ms. Old Bag, you were waiting for this person to come out of the victim's room, weren't you? Oh, right. I was thinking water because she was chasing water around too. That Adrian slipped my mind. And we're up! I mean, I'm going till the trial is finished. Because then we gotta go back to the and the and the whatever, and the Finish this trial portion, then it's on to the investigation. That'll be its own session. To repeat. However, after this part, I think I'm going to take a small break for food. Who is this person? This is Adrian Andrews, Mr. Onguard's manager. But why would the defendant's manager be in the victim's room? Seems that this is the latest rumor in circulation, Your Honor. Well, this is... Ha! I see. The judge seems to be really into the article, if it can be called such a thing. Then this manager with the initials AA, are you saying it's... Alcoholics Anonymous? Adrian Andrews. Without a doubt, the witness thought so as well. Looks like you found me out. Well, that's fine. I can throw away this whole sworn to confidentiality, this stuff then. Witness, what in the world are you... Watch out, Phoenix. Got a bad feeling about this, very bad feeling. I got some information, some very secret information from a certain source. That's why I was doing my own investigation. In secret, of course. But what for? Just for myself. Personal reasons and all that. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, how will you proceed from here? I don't want to do this, however, I cannot simply let this point slide. I see. Very well then, witness, please testify about the secret information. Yeah. Yeah, right, I'm just gonna take the wind out of you youngins. Sure, we're all capable of handling this. Really, it's not like we're 10 years old. Secret information. That Onguard is one evil, evil man. Evil! He thought he could ruin poor Juan by causing a huge scandal. So to do that, he sent his own manager to get into us with Juan. I cannot condone such dirty tricks. I cannot condone such dirty tricks, so I took action. Oh, this is top secret, you got that? Nobody else but you and me know yet, okay? The defendant sent his manager. What a distasteful topic for this day. But nobody's above gossip. And isn't there a saying? The truth is never planted. Fact is stranger than fiction. Never heard that one before. Mr. Edgeworth, what about this Adrian Andrews person? We have looked into this matter and found that the truth the article proposes is, in fact, baseless gossip. But should this be true, then this proves that the defendant did bear ill will towards the victim. So this means I have to smash this rumor once and for all. Now then, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Be careful, the old bag seems rather excited right now. That's right, Onguard is nothing but your average foul-blooded youth. Well, as the old saying goes, gotta burn old bags with fire. Who the hell says that? Time to fire up the afterburners and hit the highway to the danger zone. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. Wait. What? I'm a busy woman. Tea time with the kids is over. Secret information that no one else knows yet? If that's true, then how do you know this secret information? Eh? Well, it's because I'm a pro. Yeah, that's it. It's a secret. Even if you drill a hole in my brain, you'll never find out. I'm the woman that old bat get such a secret piece of information. So no one else is supposed to know the secret information, correct? That's true. Then why do you know it, Ms. Oldbag? Why are you looking at me like that? Stop that! Witness? I hate to say it, but this is how you came to acquire your secret info, isn't it? The investigative photographer, Lotta Hart. Yes, I remember that mischievous girl. She reported that she had lost a certain note she had written to herself. She reported such a thing? On that piece of paper, she had written down some of her outrageous impressions about the relationship between the victim and Ms. Andrews. What? Outrageous ideas, you say? No, I said impressions. That everything written on this piece of paper is completely meaningless? Aha! That's it! That's the note! No! You see, this is something completely different. It's my top secret list of groceries to buy. And you are the one who took Ms. Hart's notes. I'm a huge fan of wands, that's why. That infamous puffy-haired whippersnapper. She's working with that evil on guard. She said so herself. On God, I'm a psychic. She was so happy, smiling like a silly duck. I was only checking what she had written. Itchy Poo, you believe me, don't you? You're only trying to help out like the angel I am. It's only one little piece of paper. I've never taken anything else before. Why do I doubt that? You really should come with a supply of cheese to match your vintage wine! Ha. Well, it was only a piece of paper. I suppose we can overlook this just this once. She looks like she's really sorry. Should I forgive her? Power more pressure! What about now? She'll get away. I have to find some way to inflict a deafening blow to the prosecution. Witness, you said that the only thing you stole was the note. Is this correct? Stole? Why don't you listen more carefully, you annoying brat? I saved this piece of paper in the little terrible lonely trash can, that's all. You're lying, damn it, and I can prove it. You putting my credibility under scrutiny again? His old bag? I don't believe that the note is the only thing you stole that night. His old bag? That note was with the camera. Inside his case, wasn't it? That camera? Yesterday, Lotta Hart was raising a huge stink over her camera. She kept saying something like, my sweetie $1,600 camera disappeared on me. What? Witness? What is it, Gramps? If you have the note, then it's only logical that you have the camera too. Looks like you found me out again, Sonny. Is this the camera you're looking for? That's... What? Even though I look like this, I'm still a person, you know. I still eat meals like you. I fall in love and borrow things from people. I think your definition of borrow is a little off. Saw that woman's business card, and that's when I noticed it said, Slime Bag Celebrity Photographer Extraordinaire. Well, when I saw that, I had to know what sort of pictures she had taken. Professional security guard. It's my business to know these things. Bailiff, check this camera's photos. Hurry. Must examine them at once. Now, Mr. Edgewood, what do we have? There's only one photo that seems to be relevant to this case. Please present it to the court. This is the Nickel Samurai. Something feels off. Oh. See, I told you that's the guy I saw. This proves that the witness was not lying earlier about this matter. What does this all mean, Mr. Edgeworth? This photo by itself does not prove that the person in it is the defendant. However, in his own confession, Mr. Armgard clearly stated that at the time of the murder, he was still in his Nickel Samurai costume. If that is the case, then this Nickel Samurai is... the defendant. How did it come to this? I think this brings us to the end, and we have examined every piece of evidence thoroughly. Final comments, Mr. Wright? This court must consider them before we close. Do you agree that this photo is decisive evidence against your client? If this photo really is decisive, then we're done for. But if I raise an objection here and blow it, then I would put Maya's life in jeopardy. I can't make him stay here. There's only one road out of this mess. This photo that Lala took, there's something strange with it. There's something strange with this photo. I knew this was coming, right? Your thoughts, Mr. Edgeworth? I think we can all agree there's nothing strange with this photo. There's no way for the defense to debunk this photo, even the bunker buster. Debunk with a bunker buster? Is that what you're planning to do, Mr. Wright? Anyway, please look at the photo one more time. If you really believe you can honestly find something wrong with this photo, then you should only need one chance, correct? Well, if I find something wrong with this photo, I can't let this chance go by. Where in the heck did she take this photo from anyway? It's all out of focus. Why can't you take a good shot, especially when it counts? Ugh. Now then, let's hear your objection. Oi! An entire health bar. What is strange about this photo? We should be able to see the cankles. I'd like to direct the court's attention to this one area right here. What are you pointing to? His ankles? If you could see this person's ankles, that would be one thing. However, you can't. And what does that mean? The costume person in this photo could not have been Mr. Armgard. What is the meaning of this? I wonder if you'd care to elaborate, with actual facts, that is. Let's take a look at the Nickel Samurai's poster. Please pay particular attention to the area around the bottom of this hakama. His socks. You could see his socks. Exactly. However, in this photo, the Nickel Samurai is clearly holding his hakama up just to walk. There's only one explanation for this. The person inside his costume is clearly much shorter than the defendant. Alright, I think I've turned things around for myself this time. That's curious. Huh? What is? Edgeworth is unusually calm today. That's true. He's just letting the trial run itself, as if he's only along for the ride. Along for the ride? What do you mean by that? I can only guess that perhaps he doesn't feel under attack at all. Doesn't feel under attack? Then I haven't damaged his case at all? Mr. Edgeworth, where did this leave us? If this person in the photo is not man on guard, then everything the prosecution has tried to prove has become meaningless. I figured they would come to this. What? Right, I have something I want to ask you. You think you have proven that the person inside this costume is not... I think you have proven that the person inside this costume is not man on guard. In that case, who is this a photo of? Who is the person wearing the Nickel Samurai costume? Don't stress out over this, Phoenix. It's very simple. What you should be focused on is Edward's attitude, don't you think? Yeah, why is he so calm? Mr. Wright, let's hear your thoughts. Who is this person in this photograph? Look at this photograph! It was perfect. It was Miles Edgeworth. No, it was Adrian. It was Old Bag. No, it was Adrian. Adrian Andrews? If you want to know who that Nickel Samurai is, it's none other than this woman. And why would you say it must be Andrews? Miss Andrews. What in the world points you to her? For starters, she's short, and she could freely move in and out of Mr. Onground's room. Finally, she had dinner with Mr. Onground that night. How's that all add up? It means that it makes it very easy for her to get a certain item. A certain knife with Mr. Onground's fingerprints all over it. A knife that was used as a murder weapon? Why don't you just say what it is you want, right? I have to do this now. This is my last chance to turn things around. Defense moves to indict Miss Adrian Andrews in the murder of Juan Corrida. It was Miss Andrews who tried to frame the defendant for the crime. Crime and punishment. Punishment and crime! Order! 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 Looks like this trial has hit a most unexpected development. Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, Your Honor? This court is issuing a subpoena for Miss Adrian Andrews. Not Latin? No. It's not English. Yeah, it's not subpoena. It's subpoena. Hey, don't look at me, I don't know. I just know how it's pronounced. Special summon. A verdict cannot be passed without first hearing her testimony. Yay! Alright, this is it. This is kind of bad for us. Huh? What do you mean? If Adrian Andrews is summoned to court as a witness, it means that the trial will go on for another day. One more day? Ah! If I don't get a verdict today, then my... Now then, we shall set Ms. Andrews' testimony for tomorrow. What am I supposed to do? The judge is about to adjourn the court. I object. Now then. Please, Your Honor, continue the trial. You must pass the verdict today. I can't do that. We cannot hear Ms. Andrews' testimony. She's not... I abhor wasting such valuable time. Edgeworth? Your Honor, I request that you please continue today's trial. But we cannot continue due to this unexpected development. Unexpected development? I think you underestimate me, Your Honor. What do you mean by that? That Mr. Phoenix Wright would slave his way to subpoenaing Miss Andrews is all happening according to plan, even if Wright was a bit slow to catch on. What? What is the meaning of your statement, Mr. Edgeworth? Mrs. Adrian Andrews is currently waiting in the prosecution's lobby. So, fuck. She is the next witness. I'm hungry, man. Everything was planned out and arranged by that man? Somehow I knew there was no way Edgeworth would overlook Miss Andrews. Looks like this battle is far from over. Ow, my ass cheek. Oh, God. The way I'm sitting, I have my right leg resting on the arm of my chair, but my foot's on my knees bent. And my ass cheeks against the chair, the arm of the chair. When I burped there, I had a bit of acid reflux. So I like shut it, and when I did, my leg jolted. And it hurt. Ow. When it jolted, because my ass cheek was already pressed against the damn arm of the chair, it dug into it, and it hurt. Ow. Ugh. I'm not afflicted by bad acid reflux, just rare on occasion when I burp a little bit comes up. But I don't have acid reflux. Ugh. Ugh. Exactly. Very well. We will call the next witness. However, before we proceed, we shall take a 10-minute recess. Please prepare your witness in that time, Mr. Edgeworth. The court will now take a 10-minute recess. March 22, 2:14 p.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby number 3. Dude, I can't believe that Adrian. No way! Not cool and collected Adrian Andrews. She's your manager. It would have been very easy for her to pull this off. The only person who had easy access to the knife you used at dinner was, well, her. So I did a ceremony during the break, huh? I was sleeping like a log the entire time. See, she could have also easily planted that blood-covered button in your Hakama. Because she was the one that came to wake me up? And, dude, you're saying it really was her? Yes, she is the real killer. She was the one who murdered Juan Corrida. But why? I thought she was buds with Juan. She has her own agenda. Her own agenda? What are you talking about? Ah. You heard of the gay agenda, well, how about the transmission? Ah. He's a joke. I'm sure you'll see by the time this trial's over. It'll be alright. I'll get you acquitted by the end of the day. Give me a verdict that's refreshing like a spring breeze, okay, Mr. Lawyer Dude? Phoenix, you think her motive is related to Celeste Impacts? Missing suicide note, right? Yes. Ms. Andrews depended on Ms. Impacts as her strength and reason to live. Then Ms. Impacts suddenly killed herself. Sounds like she left a suicide note with the person thought to have hidden it is one Cardita, victim of this murder. And that's why I think Ms. Andrews got close. That's why I think that Ms. Andrews got close to Mr. Cardita. I'm gonna get the suicide note back. Come on, stupid hair. It sounds plausible. But one thing bothers me. But who was it that first told us about the Aspen relationship? Better stated Ms. Andrews' dependency issues with regards to Ms. Impacts. It was Edgeworth. Looks like he's still the one in command of the ship. Don't let your guard down yet. March 22nd, 2:25 p.m. District Court, courtroom number 3. Court will now reconvene. Now then, Mr. Edgeworth, if you please. The prosecution calls the witness subpoenaed by this court. Man, that's a weird spelling. Fuck. Ms. Adrian Andrews, the person who discovered the crime in Mr. Juan Cardita's room. What is your occupation? I am the manager of the defendant in this case, Mr. Man on Guard. I see. Now then. Before we begin, Your Honor, I have one request. Yeah, sure, what is it? I'm sure everyone in this room is wondering the same thing. I would love to find out more about my relationship with the victim. After all, it was the topic of a certain weekly magazine recently. No, I have no idea what you mean. Never even heard of Gossip Clan. If the judge was ever a prosecution witness, you'd do all my work for me. Anyway, I was wondering if you could please tell us about your relation to the victim. Yes, I was seeing Mr. Cardita. I was also unaware of the rivalry that existed between Matt and Juan. I read that wrong. I was also aware of the rivalry that existed between Matt and Juan, but this was a private matter between Juan and myself. So it was a try and bait matter with a bait and try. Reminds me of fishing. But I didn't kill him. No one is accusing you of that. I think there's someone who would beg to differ. I think we all understand your relationship with the victim now, Ms. Andrews. Very well, then. Witness, please testify to the court about what happened when you discovered the murder that had taken place. It was time for the show to start, so I went to get Matt from his room. After that, I went to Juan's room, and there was his dead body. I was in shock. What I saw was naturally the same exact scene as in the crime scene photo. I felt as though I was about to faint, so I poured myself a glass of juice. You poured yourself a glass of juice? Yes, sadly, I didn't remember not to touch things at the scene of the crime. And to disturb the crime scene by moving this one thing. That ends when the fingerprints on the wine glass remain, Your Honor. I see. Well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Phoenix, she is one cool and collected customer, and she has brains to match. Yes or no? In order to catch a person like her, you have to avoid head-on confrontations. You should disrupt her pacing. Ooh. Disrupt her pacing? She's the type of woman who is easily thrown off by things inconsistent with her thinking. So you have to attack when she least expects it. The instant you let up on your offense is the instant this trial is over. Understand? Mia, couldn't you just ask one Kurita in the afterlife? It was time. Oh, blah, 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 blah. Let's see. You're in shock? What? But they're not supposed to be? Ms. Andrews is a very calculating person. And despite how close they were, I doubt she had romantic feelings for Mr. Kurita. Anyone randomly stumbling upon a dead body would be in shock. Can't seriously expect that a young beauty like her would not be shocked. Somehow I don't think beauty has anything to do with being shocked or not. I see. Juice? Yes, there was a bottle of tomato juice on the table, so I helped myself. But you didn't drink any of it, did you? Huh? There was no lid marks left on this wine glass to suggest that anyone drank from it. I wound up feeling terribly, alright, so I set the wine glass down without drinking it. Ms. Andrews, I would like to confirm with you one more time. When you discovered the dead body of Juan Kurita, you were in great shock. But then you poured yourself a glass of juice, correct? And what of it? My mind really was a complete blank at the time. Your mind was a complete blank. I didn't think that was possible for you. Aren't you rude today? I was so dazed that I made one careless mistake. That one thing. What one thing? Ah, never mind. It's no big deal. What was she starting to say just now? Ms. Andrews, I'm convinced that, as you said, you made a mistake at the scene of the crime. What I really want to know is what this mistake was. Actually, so would I. I'm sorry, it's kind of embarrassing. When I set the glass down on the dresser, I accidentally knocked the flower vase over. Flower vase? Are you talking about the one on the floor in the crime photo? The special glass shards? It was originally on top of the dresser, but when I bumped into it with my elbow, it fell into a guitar case. Why did you withhold such an important piece of information? I'm sorry, I thought that since the crime scene was already in disarray, that people would simply assume the vase was just another part of the mess. Looks like yet another fact has come to light here. Please add this and anything else you have to reveal to your testimony. I'm sorry, but I have nothing more to add. I didn't touch anything else. The guitar case is open there. Yet she said she knocked it on top of it. It is wet, that's for certain, but that would mean the case would have to have been shut. Here it's open, so what gives? And only his fingerprints were found on it, so what gives? Something's not right here. Objection! You testify that you knocked the flower vase over, is this correct? Yes. And are you sure it fell onto the guitar case? Is there some problem with what I said? It's not some problem, it's a major problem. It's true that the top of the guitar case is wet with water. However, that's exactly what is so strange, Miss Andrews. You testified that the vase fell onto the guitar case. However, if that was true, the case should have gotten wet on the inside, not the outside. That's very true. Furthermore, there is one other strange thing about this guitar case. What was that? Let's take another look at the crime scene photo. The remains of the vase are scattered on the floor. And what is wrong with that? If the guitar case was open when the vase fell, the glass shard should be inside, not outside the case. Ah! What is your point, right? That the case was closed at the time the vase was knocked over? Is that all? No, think back to what Ms. Andrews testified to. She said that other than the vase, she didn't touch anything else. Yeah, that's right. She didn't implicitly say she didn't touch the guitar case. But this whole matter with the guitar case is a dead end! The bright red guitar was found at the studio and has no bearing on this case at all. That may very well be. However, the empty guitar case does seem to have no relation to this case, doesn't it? Seems that there is no deeper meaning to the guitar case. Well, Mr. Wright, do you think we need to hear more details about the guitar case? Make her testify. Testify, testify. Oh my god, my ear just, oh god. Oh, that's better. Whew. The empty guitar case. I believe this is a crucial piece of the puzzle. Yeah, can't believe anyone would reach for straws like this, but it is you. Can't believe I'm doing this either. Meh. Alright, I'll follow along. For now. Miss Andrews, please testify to the court about the guitar case. Yes, Your Honor. I don't remember too clearly because I was a bit dazed. I suppose I must have opened the guitar case after I knocked the vase over. It's not a big deal though, right? The case was empty after all. That's why I opened the case, I don't even know. Looks like this really wasn't a very important point. This wastefulness is such a familiar feeling by now that it's almost comforting. Anyway, I'll just go ahead and start the cross-examination. Using anyway to change the topic. A convenient escape for a weak man. Ba, ba, ba. That's not possible. There's only one pair of fingerprints, and it's Corita's. There's no way you were the one who opened the guitar case. Why would you say that? It's elementary, my dear. Because the only fingerprints on this guitar case are those of the victim. Ah! What is it, Miss Andrews? You shouldn't assume I must have left prints motherfucker! You shouldn't assume that I must have left prints just because I touched the case. What do you mean? What if I were to tell you that I was wearing gloves at the time? Gloves? Why would you be wearing gloves at the time? It was the night of the award ceremony. So of course I dressed up for the occasion. Yes, now I remember. I'm almost sure I was wearing a pair of thin gloves. I see. Well, Mr. Wright? It seems the witness was wearing gloves at the scene of the crime. That's strange. You're wearing gloves. Isn't that a little strange? Why is that strange? If something that would prove that I was not wearing gloves at the time? Yeah! Shut up. I have your proof right here. This wine glass. The wine glass? You left your fingerprints. You left your fingerprints very clearly on this wine glass. Ah! Even if you took your gloves off when you poured yourself this glass of juice, wouldn't you think it was just a little strange? Did you put your gloves back on just to open the guitar case? Her glass is broke! And she has another pair? I don't think I ever noticed that before. That's funny. Order! Order! Order, damn it! But she hit the nail on the head this time. And the end of the video! Gonna take a short break, then I'll continue recording. I'm hungry. But till then, my kobolds, I'm a wicked goodbye.